Here's a crazy tour story. We were with 3 6 Mafia on tour in the middle of winter. It involves cops, it involves canines, and just standing outside for hours. On tour with 3 6 Mafia, we got our bus raided by the police in Detroit. 3 6 had their own bus, and all the openers for 3 6, we were in a separate bus. And it was like privately owned by one of the openers. Like he owned this RV thing, and we were all in it, and we got pulled over because the trailer plates were different than the bus. So it's just because it was rented in a different state, but they were thinking like, why are your plates different than the bus? That makes it look like we're trafficking or something, you know what I mean? So they pulled us over for that. But then as soon as they pulled us over, they're like, we smell weed. And because they saw all of us sitting in the bus, like a bunch of different artists. And I'm the only chick, and they were looking at me like, do you need help? Like, what's going on? Do you need an adult? Are you okay? They took us out of the bus, and yeah, they were just looking for different drugs or whatever. We were totally like just stereotyped just because we were a bunch of kids in this bus. It looked like we were in a clown car because there was way too many of us for this bus, really. It was in the middle of winter, and it was like 4 hours that they just had us, and they just kept bringing cop cars, like stop, you know, like they made it look like this was like an incredibly big drug bust and something was about to go down. And they opened our trailer, it's just all musical equipment, all our luggage, but they wanted so hard to find something, and they eventually brought dogs. They're like opening our bags, the dogs are pawing through the bags, sniffing through the bags. So finally, like when we did get our luggage back, it's wet because it's snowy outside, so they're all walking in the snow and then like pawing through our bags. I had like paw prints on all my tour shirts and stuff. Finally, they were just like, okay, like they don't have any drugs or anything on them. We're smarter than that. We're not gonna, you know, just be carrying all this stuff. But they tried to take me separately because of the fact I think because I'm a girl, they tried to take me separately to see if I would talk. They were like, oh, you know, what do these guys have on them? Why are you traveling just with a bunch of guys by yourself? Like this and that, and trying to get me to break or something. But I'm like, literally, there's nothing here. I don't know why you're trying to like make me crack. Like there's, you know, I'm gonna say something, but we didn't have anything. It was crazy. They even checked the roof. Like we threw something on the roof. They like got up on ladders and like checked out the whole roof of the bus. It was insane. My favorite part of the story is they were asking who we were and what we did, because that was part of it. Like, give us your licenses. Like, what are you guys here for? And we're like, oh, we're musicians and stuff. But they didn't want to say that they were rappers, like, because I was with a bunch of the openers who are also rappers, and they didn't want to say they're rappers because there's like a stigma around being a rapper. So they pointed at me before we could even tell any kind of story. They were like, oh, she's a Christian pop artist and we're her security, so, you know, we're gonna have to make it to the show tonight. She does Christian pop and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, now I have to go with this, because they were dead serious about it. So then the cops are looking at me and they're like, oh, you're like a Christian artist. I was like, yeah. Like, so I had to pretend I was this Christian singer, and they're asking me these questions, and I'm like freestyling about how I'm a Christian singer, like, and then they're looking me up on the computer, right? Like Googling me. I'm like, oh God, please do not click any of the like music videos and stuff, because it's gonna give away that I don't do Christian pop. So thank God they didn't click anything, but they just saw that like a bunch of pages on me show up. So I was like, please don't read any of the Wikipedia shit. Please do not like figure out that I'm actually like a rap artist, because it's probably gonna piss them off even more. But we like just got away with telling that story that I was a Christian pop artist, and I don't even know how we got away with that. But there's a crazy tour story for you.
I am the psychiatrist, because my fans said my psycho shit saved them. What? Suicide letters saved you from killing yourself?
So I guess the guy took the guy to get some weed, but he didn't fucking bring him back. They say he kidnapped him. So they held him at gunpoint.
There's something in dark ideas and things that scare people and things that make people uncomfortable. I relish in, and I like extreme things. I like things that remove people from their complacent roots.
The girl that doesn't talk about sex sent me the most sexual song ever, and he was like, well, get on it. And I was like, do you know what this is about? And then he's like, well, you're dope, you could do it.